Welcome back to the Heap Origami Show. Today is the first video of the New Year's 2021. This year is the year of the ox, so we're gonna fold an origami bowl. This is what our origami bowl is gonna look like, and I'm out of 20 by 20 centimeter paper, or I don't know how much is that in inches, but here in Canada we use letter size paper, and I'm gonna cut a square out of this letter size paper, which is more or less 20 by 20 centimeters. To cut the square, we're gonna just fold it diagonally like this. And then take this flap, move it upwards until you reach the edge. You want to make sure this is along this side of the paper, and the bottom is where the end of the triangle is. Once you have that, use your nails, use a pair of scissors, zip, and then you can rip it off. This. This paper is not useful now, but you can use it for something else on another project. But here is our square. If you've been enjoying my work for a while, please remember to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you very much. Now, to begin, we're going to fold this paper in half. Make sure that it's really in half, because our entire cow depends on this symmetry of both sides, and this is our guide. Once we have that, you see we have a guideline in the middle. We're going to fold the edges of the top and the bottom to the center. Sometimes if you can't see the fold, you can use a ruler to find it. Alright, same thing for the other side. As I said, you want to be as straight as possible. Sometimes removing this and doing this helps you find the center of the paper if you don't have a ruler to find it for you. Once you have that, I'm going to fold one of the corners to the center line here. This is because we're going to use that as another guide to divide our paper for the head and the body of the bowl. So, tip, center. Once we have this point, we want to fold the paper in half, or not really in half, but we're going to fold this side inward so we could get the right proportion. We want to fold the paper where this point meets the edge of the fold. We're going to turn this over now. We're going to fold a diagonal line here. This is not really a fold you want to commit to, so you want to make this gently. What we're really after is the bisect of this angle here. We're going to fold this edge, the edge with the front of the bowl, to this diagonal. Simply do this. Sometimes when you reach a corner, it crimples up. Just use your nails and push it back in. It'll make it easier to fold. Once you have this line, you want to fold this line, this fold, to where this line is. So, if you don't see it, here, you want to fold here to here. Basically, just use a roller. A ruler helps. And make sure this corner here, this corner here. See, that's zigzag. This front part will be the head of our bowl, and this would be the back of our bowl, or the body. Now, we're going to work on the head. First, fold diagonally like this. Same with the other side. Open up, and then fold from this end to here. So, fold like this. And then the diagonal that we folded just before, we're going to fold over it backwards. You see? This one is like this. We're going to fold over it like this. And then we're going to fold this end here. All the way until this line and this edge here where they intersect. Maybe if I use a pen. So here and here where they intersect. At that location, you want to fold it from here to here. There's no size, there's no guide we could use. We could just pinch the paper so that it's more or less straight. Once you have that, you take this flap here, fold it up so that it meets the center of your entire model, the center line. And you do a reverse fold, push it in. Flatten it out like that. So you get this. As you see, we have two layers here. So we're going to open it up. This side, don't mess with it. It's already good. We're going to reverse the folds on this side so that we can have the same thing on both sides. So to do that, take out, so it was like this. You take it out. Fold along this side. And then you have something that's like this. here, when this line and this line intersect, you fold out. And then you push this in, and we have it. It'll have this really cool M shape. You see? We're going to go ahead and repeat the same thing on the other side. So once again, I'll fold from this corner to this corner. This fold that used to be like this, I'm going to fold it on the other side like this. This angle, I'm going to fold it in half. And when those two lines intersect, we're going to start folding it outwards. Like this. Then, this extra piece, I'm going to fold it towards the center of the bowl. And inside, reverse. Fold, push it down, and we get something like this. We want to open it up. And have a mirrored version of it on the other side. So we need to fold over these lines. Do that. Let's start out with the outside fold. Fold inwards. Then halfway through. Push. And extra piece, push in so that it meets the center. Trust me or not, that's the hardest part of the entire model. Once you have that, the rest is just smooth sailing. If you haven't yet, smash that like button so it'll help me with the YouTube algorithm. Right now, we're going to work a little bit on the tail. You fold this diagonally down to the center. Same thing on the other side. Open up, push it in, reverse fold. Same here, open up, push it in, reverse fold. And this flap, you want to fold it outside like this. Same on this side. This is the basic anatomy of our cow. You have the head with the horns here. the hind legs and the tail, the front legs. Now turn it over. We're going to work on the front legs. First, take this flap, fold it so that it is like that. So we could open it up, have this edge match with the edge in the back though. Fold it at 45 degrees. This, you want to fold it so that it goes straight up. And this line should more or less be parallel with this line here. Same thing on the other side. That's the bottom of our cow. If you fold it in half, you see more or less how our cow is going to look like. Alright, let's continue with the tail. You want to fold this line inwards. That's more or less a third of this 45-degree angle, so 15 degrees. But we're not going to use a protractor, we're just going to use our eyes. You just make sure that this line is more or less in the center of this angle. Should be good enough. Alright, and then this, you want to fold it towards the center of the bowl. Yeah, something like this. Where they both meet. Same thing on the other side. More or less 1/3 of the angle, so 15 degrees. And then you want to fold it so that it is the center. That's pretty much part of it. Now we're going to lower this part head so it is parallel with the belly of the cow. We're going to do that by folding all this paper diagonally so it matches with this line here. And then we're going to hold the paper here and pinch it. So it looks like this. See? This line is more or less parallel with the belly of the cow or the bull. And repeat the same thing on the other side. All this paper, fold it diagonally till the center of the bull and fold it so that this line is parallel with the belly of the cow or the bull. And I'm just so used to calling it a cow. Afterwards, open it up a little bit. It should look more or less like this. The head, the body, the tail. for front legs, back legs. Here, I'm going to fold this inside. Same on the other side. Reinforce the folds by just squashing it. Right now, we're gonna form the tail, which is pretty much just pushing these two in and taking your index, push this down. It should look like this. Alright. Right now, we're gonna crumple this part, the back of the bowl, so our bowl would have a little bit of angle so its head is pointing upwards. To do that, just open it up, try to push a little bit in. It should just be a little. As you see, there's a little hump here. Just a little. Now, we'll focus on the head of the bowl. You're going to take your thumbs, open this angle up so that it looks like this. Just pretty much just push all this material backwards. It'll naturally go up like this. Take this horn, fold it up like this. Inside, reverse fold it so it comes out inside. I would recommend that you grab the smaller layer inside as well, but it's up to interpretation. You can do whatever you want with it. Once you have this, you take your fingers, wrap it so that it's sharper by folding the edge in. And do it on the other side as well. So basically, if you open it up, it's just folding it like this. Put the ear back. Now we're going to work on the other horn. Same thing. Inside, reverse. If you want, you can open it. Fold the side of the horn inwards. Fold it up. Open the ears back. This is optional. You can fold the horns forward. To give it a little bit more style. But if you're using a really small piece of paper to fold this, it will be really difficult, so I do not recommend it if that's your case. Same thing on the other side. Now to the ears. This entire flap. Hold it like this. Halfway through, push the entire flap down. Just like this. Sound like a dog here. Like this. And then open it up. Same thing on the other side. Hold that. Halfway through, open up, push it down. And then push it up. For the nose, fold it inward, open it up and fold it inward so it's relatively blunt to match a cow's nose. Afterwards, you want to crimple this part so that the head would be closer to the body. The closer it is to the body, the easier it would be for it to stand afterwards. Just grab this, put your finger here. Watch out for the layers. Okay. Doesn't really stand, crimple a little bit more. I guess we'll see how it ends up in the end. Now, for the hooves, open this up. Fold it up a bit. Same thing on the other side. And you can do the same thing for the rear. There you go, it stands. Alright. Now we're going to shape the body a bit so it looks more round. Do this to give it a little bit of shape. Around the tail a little bit more. If you haven't yet, remember to smash the like button so you can help me with the algorithm. Smash that like button. Thanks. Be around you. What is there? If you want, you can put a paper clip inside the bull's head in order to make it close together like this. This is our Origami Bull. Happy 2021, the year of the ox.